Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Emma. The Brown clan is in the news again, and this time, it's Aspen Brown who finds herself at the center of it all. Fans are going into a tizzy with rumors of a potential twin pregnancy, but it's the surrounding drama centered around her father, Cody Brown, that really has things firing on all cylinders. And when Robyn gets word of it, let's just say, she's not remaining silent. Are these viral rumors based in fact? Or are they merely crazy fan speculations? Let's dissect what's actually happening in the Sister Wives universe. Recently, there's been a wave of speculation that divided the fandom, and everything centers around Aspen Brown, Cody and Christine's daughter. Two dynamite rumors are dominating gossip. 1. A rumored twin pregnancy, and 2. Some eyebrow-raising gossip about Cody that left Robyn fuming. Twin baby speculation family sources and anxious fans have whipped up speculation that Aspen may be having twins. While Aspen has not publicly confirmed anything, recent photos revealing what appears to be a baby bump, coupled with her decidedly subdued social media activity, is generating buzz. This would be the first babies for her and Mitch. A big deal for the Browns, wrote one Reddit user. She's radiant and really quiet lately, just like the others when they announced their babies. Cody's questionable involvement? Now, a pregnancy should be a happy time. But something has gone awry. There are some unverified and highly criticized rumors going around that Cody has become too invested in Aspen's private life. Some fans even questioned his actions at recent family gatherings, allegations that are unsubstantiated but have generated heated debate regarding father-daughter relationships and how fame on reality TV skews public opinion. Robyn Brown responds. Robyn is reportedly furious, particularly at gossip that paints Cody in a bad light. Robyn feels that people are going way too far, an insider close to the family revealed. She is worried about the impact these falsehoods have not just on Cody, but on the children as well. As a woman who has long passionately defended her husband, Robyn is reported to be lashing back and might even be considering taking the gossips to court if the rumors keep building. At present, Aspen hasn't made a public announcement about if she's pregnant, twins or otherwise, and neither Cody nor Aspen has publicly commented on the rumors. But as Sister Wives followers are aware, at times, what someone doesn't say speaks volumes. Whether this is a joyous celebration of new life or the pandemonium of wild speculation, this much is certain. The Browns are still firmly entrenched in the limelight. And this latest drama may be just the tip of the iceberg. Aspen's shocking revelation. Christine Brown is expecting another grandbaby, this one from daughter Aspen. The surprise arrived when Aspen showed up on a Mother's Day gift-promoting TV segment, her baby bump showing clearly. True to Brown family form, it's only natural that she would share her big news in an unconventional, on-screen manner. Aspen's private, only posting on social media if included by family. But today, she posted something very special. Working as a store manager for a Kendra Scott in Salt Lake City, Aspen was featured on a local news show where the anchor exclaimed, "And how fitting that you have your first little one on the way." To which Aspen smiled and mouthed, "I know. This is Aspen's first pregnancy confirmation. And let's be real, kudos to her and the family for keeping it on the down low." Aspen wed Mitch in 2018, and now she joins her brothers in cultivating the next batch of Browns. While fans are rejoicing, there are many who are wondering, did Cody discover Aspen's pregnancy through the family? Again, through the media. In a recent episode of Sister Wives, Cody remembered a previous conversation with Aspen in which she asked him where he had been getting so distant. He had gotten emotional and told her he loves her and wants to reunite, with no shadows of his unsuccessful marriage to Christine. Considering Cody's history, such as finding out about Maddie's pregnancy at a wedding, many are left to wonder just how in touch he is with his children these days. Privacy in the public eye. Neither Cody nor the other Browns have publicly spoken about Aspen's pregnancy, so this announcement is one of the few peeks into Aspen's normally private personal life. One thing is certain, the Brown family is expanding again. And with Aspen now part of the Mom Club, the spotlight won't be disappearing anytime soon. The Browns are in the news again, and this time, it's Aspen Brown in the spotlight. Appearing on a local Fox 13 feature Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, the sister wife's favorite and the current manager at the Kendra Scott store located at City Creek Center in Salt Lake City appeared on a special Mother's Day segment and shocked viewers by revealing her baby bump on the air. News anchor Morgan Saxton noted how well-timed Aspen's appearance was, particularly with her very first baby on the way. Before this grand reveal, Aspen had kept the pregnancy a secret, both on social media and during public outings, and her family had remained tight-lipped too. Cody and Aspen's strained dynamic. This happy news follows just days after Sister Wives' April 27th episode in which Aspen spoke with her father, Cody Brown, about the estrangement between them. Cody says Aspen demanded to know, point blank, why he didn't appear to like her. To which he responded, "Sweetheart, I love you. I always have, and I always will." Cody went on to share his feelings of estrangement from some of his kids, especially following his breakups with Christine, Janelle, and Mary Brown. Still, he insists he's committed to rebuilding those bonds, saying, "We haven't had much connection, so I'm trying to form relationships where my children don't just see me through the lens of my ex-wives." A one-woman man? Meanwhile, Cody has seemingly embraced his monogamous life with Robyn Brown. In a recent episode, the former polygamist revealed that he has no desire to return to plural marriage, citing the emotional toll and trust issues that come with it. "I don't want the headaches, the doubts. I'm not in that space anymore," he explained. Cody also paused to apologize to Robyn, admitting the struggle polygamy had caused her. And although he may have left plural marriage behind, he did say that his children are still the best thing to come out of that chapter of their lives. Robyn also admitted she's now fearful of polygamy after all their family has been through. Christine Brown's growing grandma status, Christine Brown Woolley, will soon be another grandkid on the way. Her daughter, Aspen Thompson, the eldest of Christine and Cody's 6, is currently carrying her first baby with her husband, Mitch Thompson. Aspen, age 30, announced during the Fox 13 feature as Kendra Scott marketed Mother's Day presents. As the segment began, reporter Morgan Saxton pointed out, "And how fitting that you have your first little one on the way." Aspen smiled and mouthed, "I know." Wearing a beautiful blue and white sundress, Aspen glowed as she displayed both the jewelry collection and her burgeoning bump. Aspen and Mitch wed in 2018, and in 2022, the two bought their first house in Utah, mere minutes away from Christine and David Woolley. Christine, now lovingly referred to as Grandma by her daughter Mykelti Padron's 3 kids, Avalon, Archer, and Ace, can't wait to welcome another grandchild into the family fold. Cody's role in the news. Cody's life with Aspen has been turbulent of late, despite having previously applauded Aspen at her wedding, proclaiming her to be just so lovely. Things went off the rails for him following his breakup with Christine. There are always questions in fans' minds about how aware Cody is of big family moments, and how some of us wonder if he heard about Aspen's pregnancy for himself or the rest of us via news accounts. On the April 27th episode, Cody came clean about feeling emotionally distant from most of his kids, saying he's making an effort to reconnect and break forward, not as the ex-husband to their mothers, but as their dad. The Browns keep growing, as Cody and Christine's oldest daughter, Aspen Brown, is about to become a mom. Fans are toasting another milestone in the constantly changing saga of the Sister Wives family. Although the dynamics are complicated, the Brown family tree keeps expanding, and the spotlight is far from fading anytime soon. In April 2025, Leon, also spelled Leo, Brown, born July 29th, 1995, continues to be an important part of the Brown family's unfolding saga. As Cody and Mary Brown's only child, Leon identified as transgender in 2020. Looking back on his path, Leon posted on Instagram, "I was raised in a highly gendered and restrictive environment from a young age. But now, I'm ready to show the world my most authentic self. Someone who is unapologetically genderqueer and trans. That same year, Leon tied the knot with Audrey Kiss in a quiet courthouse wedding in Colorado. Then there is Mykelti Padron, Cody and Christine's second child, who was born on June 9th, 1996. Mykelti wed Tony Padron in 2016, a union sister wives viewers witnessed unfold. The pair has 3 children currently, daughter Avalon, and twin boys, Archer and Ace. Madison Rose Brush, Janelle and Cody's second child, was born on November 3rd, 1995. Following her stint at Utah State University, she wed Caleb Brush in 2016. The couple has since given birth to 4 children, Axel, Evangeline, Josephine, and a baby girl. Following is Hunter Elias Brown, Cody and Janelle's third child, born February 9th, 1997. Hunter graduated from the United States Air Force Academy in 2020 and subsequently attended nursing school at Johns Hopkins University. Peyton Rex Brown, Christine and Cody's third child, was born August 7th, 1998. Robert Garrison Brown, Cody and Janelle's third youngest, was born on October 31st, 1998. Sadly, Garrison took his own life on March 5th, 2024, at the age of 25. A devastating loss for the family and Sister Wives viewers everywhere. David Dayton. Preston Brown is Robyn Brown's oldest son from a previous marriage to Preston Jessup. In 2010, Cody and Robyn spiritually wed. Cody legally adopted Dayton in 2015 after divorcing Mary, making the legal adoption feasible. Gabriel Gabe Brown, the 5th child of Cody and Janelle, was born October 11th, 2001. Gwendolyn Karis Brown, born October 15th, 2001, is the 4th of Christine and Cody's children. Gwendolyn wed Beatrice Karis in 2023. Aurora Alice Brown, Robyn's second oldest child, was also adopted by Cody in 2015 after his legal marriage to Robyn. Isabel Paige Brown, born June 13th, 2003, is the 5th of Cody and Christine's children. Isabel's fight against scoliosis was movingly covered on Sister Wives. Brianna Rose Brown, Robyn's youngest daughter from her first marriage, was also adopted legally by Cody. Savannah Brown, Cody's and Janelle's youngest child, was born on December 7th, 2004. The former pair publicly reunited in 2023 to honor her high school graduation. Truly, Grace Brown, born on April 13, 2010, is the youngest of Christine and Cody's daughters. Solomon Cody Brown, Robyn and Cody's first child together, was born October 27, 2011. Ariella Mae Brown, who was born on January 10, 2016, is Cody and Robyn's youngest child, and Cody's youngest of his entire 18-child brood. Cody has since thought deeply about polygamy, famously declaring, "I feel like I've been slapped by it. I don't want to pursue another woman. I just don't want that headache, the questions, the struggle." Christine, previously isolated in her heart while being married, knew Cody was entirely dedicated to Robyn. And with that, it became obvious that she didn't have a husband. She had a co-parent, not a soulmate. Cody's need to be a one-woman man only made it more difficult. He gradually moved away from the others, essentially pushing his wives out, and then blamed them for exiting. Paradoxically, when he finally redistributed the Coyote Pass property, he gave Mary and Janelle more generous portions. This brief moment of justice shone through. A tiny redemption in an ocean of mistakes. Christine, though, had already returned her portion to the Brown family and got nothing when the property sold for $1.5 million. Cody's love for Robyn splintered the family. The other wives dispersed, in pursuit of happiness, freedom, and emotional calm. Christine's journey took her to David Woolley, a man who truly looks at her. Instead of staying unfulfilled, Christine picked love, penning her own fairy tale ending. Theirs is a real relationship, not an acting one. No more artificial smiles for the paparazzi. No more silent suffering. Today, Christine smiles on Instagram, far from the anguish of her past. She's discovered happiness in love, good health, and business, including a thriving Airbnb enterprise. Stepping away from Cody wasn't the end. It was her start. And in stepping away from a loveless, barren marriage, Christine became a beacon of empowerment. A woman who seized control of her life and never looked back. Christine took a leap of faith when she left her marriage, a choice which conflicted with the values she was brought up to believe. It wasn't simple, and she couldn't envisage what lay ahead, but she jumped anyway. Now she's in love with David, a man who loves her unconditionally. She doesn't have to conform to fit into his world. He loves her for who she is. That's the basis of a genuinely happy, successful relationship. She doesn't obsess over his imperfections, and he doesn't try to change her. Christine is deeply thankful for David, and they seem like a perfectly matched pair. Hopefully one that lasts a lifetime. This woman, once stuck in a life that didn't fulfill her, now radiates peace. She's mastered the art of navigating life's highs and lows because happiness is now part of her everyday reality. Perhaps that's why her skin shines even when she goes barefaced. She's flourishing. Christine is now living in a season of joy, adventure, genuine love, and the realization of long-held hopes. Her life is a rainbow-colored mosaic. Time with David, her children, travel, business opportunities, and close friends. Particularly Janelle, who, like Christine, should have love and happiness after so many years of sacrifice. Christine gave herself to the Brown family. She raised children, kept house, and held everything together. She's earned this peace. She's earned this happiness. And it shows. Joy, after all, is a kind of beauty. It shines from within. That's why Christine doesn't hide behind makeup. Not that there's anything wrong with wearing it, but she doesn't need it. Few women do. She's lovely just as she is. Christine carries herself with confidence and warmth. Never cold, never cruel. She doesn't let fear control her, and even if she feels it, she pushes through. She's a woman to admire. She's also a kitchen mastermind. Imagine Martha Stewart or Padma Lakshmi. With her amazing cooking, she had immaculate homes and always had others fed. After decades of taking care of others, it's no surprise she needed a break. But Christine recently reawakened her love of food, realizing that slowing down and appreciating the process is the key to loving it again. Nowadays, Christine gives us glimpses of her life without glamorizing the process. No heavy makeup, no post-perfection, just her, being herself. And that's what makes her so relatable. She might dress up every once in a while and look gorgeous, but Christine's charm is in her earthiness. Her self-esteem isn't connected to physical looks. She's secure in how she looks, what she does, and what she's doing with her life. For Christine, that's a win. Her life turned around after marrying David Woolley. She's altered her aspirations and way of life, and that's why she can possibly never go back to sister wives. Christine initially appeared on the show with her ex-husband Cody and his other wives, Robyn, Mary, and Janelle. She was okay with polygamy at the time and didn't have a problem sharing a husband. But her caring, giving nature didn't come back to her in the love she sought. Cody didn't reciprocate the love. And that made Christine feel unloved and seen. In 2021, she surprised most fans by dissolving her 25-year-old marriage and bidding adieu to Arizona to live a new life. By 2022, she was seeing someone again. Then came the bombshell. She and David got engaged. In October of 2023, they wed, settled into their Utah abode, and even started a vacation rental business together. They celebrated their first wedding anniversary in October of 2024. But on Sister Wives' season 19, Christine's on-screen presence has noticeably decreased. And in all honesty, that might be a clue that she's gearing up to leave the show forever. Her plot was focal when she wed David, yet these days she's been displayed less and less, presumably because she's pulled away from the rest of the Browns. Christine appears to have swapped reality TV for peace. A few years ago, she was heavily dependent on the show's paycheck. Her life, trapped in an unhappy marriage, was affecting her mentally and physically. But 2025 Christine is a different woman altogether. An entrepreneur, influencer, and business owner juggling multiple roles. Considered how far along she is, it wouldn't be surprising that she doesn't go back on TV at all. She's kept busy and content in Utah, managing her rental properties, brand deals, and social media posts. Those collaborations, particularly in the wellness and health world, have landed her on cruise ships and lifestyle photo shoots. Just last month, she happily declared her rentals were now available on VRBO, making her business even more convenient. Christine is also penning her own book. From struggling wife to successful businesswoman, Christine has penned a comeback tale that's nothing short of inspiring. Christine is too busy constructing her rental empire to worry about coming back to television. She's put space between herself and Cody, and she's obviously not interested in anything related to him. Instead, she's been focusing on solo projects that are keeping her very busy. In March, Christine revealed her latest venture, a book called Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. Using her reality TV celebrity for good, she gave fans a sneak peek, writing, "We now have a cover for my book, The Red Dress That Won by Landslide. You can pre-order it today." Christine says that the book will contain new, never-before-heard information from her life, providing her with an alternative that could potentially supplant Sister Wives completely. Ever since her breakup from her polygamist ex-husband, Christine has lost more than 40 pounds and never looked finer. She married Cody Brown as his third wife in 1994, bringing Christine into a household that already included Mary and Janelle. Years went by. In 2010, Cody married Robyn and adopted her 3 kids in 2014. After almost 3 decades together and 6 kids later, Christine was finally able to divorce Cody in 2021. Leaving Cody was a huge step for Christine. As a stay-at-home mom to a significant chunk of the Brown family's 18 children for years, she essentially had to rebuild her life from the ground up. But in the end, it was well worth it. Soon after the divorce, she met David Woolley. The two fell deeply in love and were married, and Christine redirected her energy toward her health, her happiness, and her overall wellness. She started to change, shedding more than 40 pounds and finding a new sense of self. Christine recently posted some dramatic before and after photos, and her transformation is amazing. She's not only thinner, she's healthy, happy, and full of energy. Christine was the first of the sister wives to depart Cody, and it's impossible to overestimate how tough that choice was. She truly cared for Cody and had a very idealistic vision of what their marriage would be like. But when Robyn came along, Christine began to feel displaced, and those feelings only grew stronger over the years. For the sake of her children, she tried to keep it together. But when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, the family's already tenuous dynamic broke. Cody and Robyn had very strict rules, and regardless of how hard Christine and her kids worked to comply, it was never good enough. One of the defining moments was when Christine took their daughter Isabel to have scoliosis surgery. Cody did not show up. Isabel wished her father were there, and his failure to attend was devastating. That was when Christine realized he'd never be the partner she required. So in 2021, she broke up. The following year, Janelle also left her behind after 29 years and 6 kids. Later in 2022, Mary also broke up, ending her 32-year marriage to Cody. Christine's move obviously empowered her fellow sister wives to take back their own happiness. Christine's journey has inspired others in countless ways, including her own physical transformation. In February, she posted side-by-side before and after photos from her weight loss adventure, challenging fans to do the same, which began on March 11th. "It's going to be amazing," she captioned it, and the results do not lie. Her daughter, 28-year-old Cody Brown, was among those moved by her transformation. Cody, who shares 3 kids with her husband Tony Padron, was inspired by her mom to lose her baby weight and live a healthier lifestyle. Christine proudly posted Cody's before and after shots in a now-deleted Instagram update. David also hopped on the wellness bandwagon. When he was diagnosed with diabetes a week before his wedding, he committed to getting serious about his health. Christine chronicled his journey too, posting that he shed 25 pounds and now has loads of energy and feels refreshed. "David's blood sugar is so much better, and we both have amazing energy," she wrote over one post. Christine's transformation extends beyond her physical. She shared strong side-by-side photographs depicting her prior to and subsequent to divorce. The contrast is stunning. In the before photo, she appears stoic, very lovely, yet not quite vital. In the after, she glows with life, confidence, and happiness. Feeling great and full of energy, and it's only getting better, she wrote. Her transformation is a testament to how life can shift when you choose joy over obligation. And that's why Christine is so adamant about sharing with others. Had she remained with Cody, she would have lost out on all of this new life. She's now wed to a man who loves her for who she is and is actually living the dream she had previously believed wasn't possible for her. When Sister Wives first aired on TLC in 2010, it showed what appeared to be a close-knit polygamous family living life as one. Cody Brown was at the center, having just spiritually wed a fourth wife, Robyn. He would eventually marry her legally in 2014 after divorcing his first wife, Mary. Cody and Mary were together since 1990. His marriages to Janelle in 1993 and to Christine in 1994 were soon after, although those were spiritual marriages. But the Brown family of today is a stark contrast to the past. The cracks in their relationships began early and only deepened with the passage of time. Christine parted ways first in 2021 after 27 years of marriage. Janelle soon followed in 2022, and Mary formally announced her breakup in 2023 after over 3 decades together. Now, only Robyn is left, essentially making Cody monogamous, even if by accident. And judging from what Robyn has reported, it's not a dynamic she is particularly enthusiastic about. Viewers have collectively exhaled together, seeing 3 of the 4 wives finally make their exits. But it took decades. Years of emotional abandonment and overt favoritism were played out on the national stage. Considering how Cody tended to behave, domineering, dismissive, and radically self-absorbed, it's quite honestly a wonder that the women lasted as long as they did. So why did they last? Some of it may boil down to religion. One of the strongest things that could have kept the Browns together so long is perhaps their religious beliefs. In the early years, their faith was frequently addressed, although it's not been as much as time has passed. The Browns were members of the Apostolic United Brethren, a fundamentalist Mormon denomination which teaches that polygamy is a necessity in order to obtain the highest point of heaven. It's not technically required, but it's strongly encouraged. Divorce is permitted, but strongly disapproved of, since it's regarded as a breach of a sacred covenant. All of the former wives, Mary, Christine, and Cody, had been raised in plural families, and therefore their thinking about marriage had been embedded very early. Janelle had a mainstream Mormon upbringing, but eventually married Cody's father, which made them technically step-siblings, and introduced her to polygamous life. Robyn, ironically, was the one not raised in polygamy, but appeared willing enough to accept it when she joined the family. For women such as Christine and Mary, to leave wasn't simply a question of dissolving a marriage, it was to risk losing their eternal family and divine blessings. That sort of religious pressure can be crushing, inducing guilt and fear that make it nearly impossible to leave, even in the midst of profound unhappiness. But religion wasn't the only influence. Emotional manipulation and dysfunctional family relationships also came into play. Years went by, and fans observed Cody's partiality towards Robyn becoming more and more evident. One significant turning point happened in 2014 when he left his wife, Mary, to marry Robyn legally and adopt her children. That decision sent a very clear message. Robyn came first. Things only worsened during COVID. Cody employed rigid safety issues as a pretext for keeping himself isolated with Robyn, ignoring his other wives and kids. He exercised the rules unevenly and suspected the other wives of being unfaithful if they asked questions. Pure gaslighting. The resentment mounted. Robyn herself appeared to support Cody's authoritarian rules, even when they injured the rest of the family. She frequently manipulated the role of victim, but she consistently maintained herself and Cody in a state of control. These dynamics would have left the other wives questioning themselves and fighting for Cody's validation. It produced a dysfunctional cycle of guilt and self-doubt that made escape almost impossible. Finances added another level of complexity. In spite of the TLC paycheck, the Brown family was financially strained for years. Cody and Mary even went bankrupt in 2005 with over $229,000 worth of debt. Janelle had a personal bankruptcy years earlier. For all the spiritual bonds and emotional entanglements, there were also very real financial entanglements that trapped the family. When they relocated to Arizona in 2018, the Browns purchased several parcels of land in Coyote Pass with visions of constructing a family compound. But nothing was ever constructed. The venture was sidetracked by financial problems, and subsequently by the wives departing one by one. The land remained undeveloped until recently, when it was finally sold. Only then did they start to unravel their financial entanglements. So looking at the complete picture, pressure from their religions, emotional blackmail, economic dependency, it's not surprising Christine, Janelle, and Mary lasted as long as they did, despite having broken down relationships with Cody. As for Robyn, only time will tell. She made it very apparent that she never wanted to be in a monogamous relationship. And if Cody doesn't open up the door to polygamy once more, she could be the next to leave.